Hey everybody, welcome to this episode of Programming and Algorithms. In this episode I want to look at a specific algorithm, how we bring together all we've learned, the loops, the if statements, all of that, the use of variables, to bring them together to implement a specific mathsy problem, arithmetic approach. And the thing we're looking at is Fibonacci numbers. So if you've seen the movie or read the book, The Vinci Code, Fibonacci numbers are mentioned in that. So indeed, it's the sequence that Sophie's grandfather writes on the floor, and it's the secret code to his bank vault and all that. So in the movie, they type in the numbers 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, and 21. And the Fibonacci sequence simply is that the number in the sequence is the sum of the previous two numbers. So you start off with 1 and 1, and then 1 plus 1 is 2, so it's 1 and 2. 1 plus 2 is 3, so 2 and 3 is 5, 3 and 5 is 8, 5 and 8 is 13, 8 and 13 is 21, 13 and 21 is 34, 21 and 34 is 55, and so on and so forth. So each number is the sum of the previous two numbers in the sequence. This is a nice example of how you create this in pseudocode, because we're using a loop and an if statement in it, so that's nice. So just so that you can impress your friends in the pub, the guy Fibonacci, Leonardo Bonacci was his name. He was born in 1170 in Pisa in Italy and died in 1250. And for many people he's considered one of the most important and most talented mathematicians, Western mathematicians in the Middle Ages. And he introduced this sequence, probably based on reading he had of Arabic maths books at the time, who had looked at sequences like this, and these sequences are good for encryption and secret messages and stuff like that. So the Fibonacci number sequence simply works as follows. We call the program Fibonacci Number, colon. If I want to know the 10th number in the Fibonacci sequence or the 50th number in the sequence, we'll ask the user to type in what number in the sequence do you want to know. If they type in number 10, we read in that as A. So the number in the sequence we want to find out is the number A. Let's create two variables to account for the two numbers that we're going to add together to sum to be the third number. We'll call them first number and second number. The first number is 1, the second number is 1. We're going to keep looping around, doing a count from A all the way down to 2. Okay, so the condition here is going to be while A is not equal to 2. The reason it's not equal to 2 is because we can't go down to 1, because we're adding up two numbers in the sequence to get a next number. So we can't go back to the very first number in the sequence. We know it's 1 and 1 are the first two numbers in the sequence anyway. So we've already taken care of them by declaring them as 1 and 1. So we're going to keep going back. Assuming that somebody has asked for a number in the sequence greater than 2, we're going to just, if they say number 10, we're going to keep counting back from 10 to 2. We're not going to go to 1 or 0, simply because the first two numbers, first num and second num, are 1 and 1. They're taken care of already, so it's no problem. What we'll do is we'll have a running total, and that variable total is the sum of first number and second number. Then what we do is we say the first number gets the value of the second number now, and the second number gets the value of the total. So let's say in the first case, total is 2, because 1 and 1 is 2. First number and second number gives you 2. Now, first number gets the value of second number, so that becomes 1, because that's 1. But second number gets the value of total. So what does that mean? That means total is 2, so second number becomes 2. So now the first number and second number are 1 and 2, which is the second and third number in the Fibonacci sequence. A gets decremented by 1, and then we go around again. Total gets the value of first plus second. In this case, it'll be 2 plus 1, which is 3. Now first number becomes 2, and second number becomes 3. We go around again, and total becomes 2 plus 3, which is 5. First number becomes 3, and second number becomes 5. We go around again. 3 plus 5 is 8. First number becomes 5, second number becomes 8. We go around again. 5 and 8 is 13. First number becomes 8, second number becomes 13 then, and we keep going around. We keep going through the Fibonacci number sequence. And then when we reach 2, we jump out of the loop and we print out whatever total we've got, and that'll tell us what Fibonacci number is in the specific sequence we've set it. Just to say it, as I've said it with previous algorithms before, it will be good for you to try a couple of examples. So read in the value of A as being 8 and step through this loop until you see what's happening. Read in the value of 7, read in the value of 10, and just do a few examples and see what value each variable gets, and that'll help clarify this algorithm a lot. So thanks very much. We'll see you on the next episode.